So I guess as an initial point, and I think my co-panelists may agree with this, they may not, but other than being a law clerk for federal judges, which I was very fortunate to get to do both at the district court and federal circuit level, other than that, being a judge at the PTAB was my favorite legal job that I've ever had. And so that, of course, begs the question of why would you then go do something else? You had this wonderful job, you loved it. And as you mentioned, I started my legal career being an advocate. So I was at a different large law firm after I graduated from law school. And I always really enjoyed being an advocate, figuring out how to solve problems, how to craft arguments, and to advocate for clients. And when I went to the board, it was very much sort of a mid-career move for me. And I thought I would always go back at some point to being an advocate. And I went back into private practice about 2 years ago. And it just, the timing for me was right in terms of how it matched up with the age of my kids. Like other people on this call, I also have two kids. Mine are one teenager and one tween now. And so that felt right. The amount of experience that I had gotten from the board and what I had learned felt like the right time. And so for me, it was something that I intended as part of my career trajectory, and the timing was good.
Hey, Jessica, I'll give you my way that I try and succinctly describe it. I say this often, but I don't think I've ever had a chance to test it against former colleagues. But see, one way that I describe the difference between being an advocate and being an adjudicator is that as an advocate, the job is to deliver the result that the client comes to you with, right? Like, you know the answer when you start. The client says, I want this patent to be invalid, or I want it to be valid, or I want it to be infringed or not infringed. So you know the destination, right? You know the desired outcome, and as an advocate, you're attempting to achieve that desired outcome. Very different activity as an adjudicator. As an adjudicator, you're trying to determine the correct result, which really accesses a different part of the brain, is what I found. So it's a very different activity. I don't know if others feel the same way.